Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Waterfed Pole Show. This show is being brought to you by WindowCleanResource.com. Today's topic is, what is a waterfed pole? Well, this is a waterfed pole. This is made out of fiberglass. It's about a 20-foot pole. It extends here with these clamps. When it's clamped, it's very solid. And you have a clear hose. This hose runs through the middle of the pole on this particular model. This is what your pure water will flow through. And what happens is it comes to this Y near the brush head, and water comes through here and it comes through here. And here you can't see it, but there's jets inside of the brush here. And what those jets do is it funnels the water, so there's streams of water that flow through these bristles. So as you're agitating the glass, you have a constant supply of pure water, rinsing all that dirt and junk off the glass. And then whenever you've thoroughly brushed the glass, you can pull the brush off of the glass and allow that water to hit the glass, and it's going to give it a final rinse. And what you'll have left is really clean glass. You won't have any spots, you won't have any streaks, and that's if you're using pure water, which we'll get into that a little bit later. But some of the benefits to using a waterfed pole is safety. Because you can get up to a 60-foot pole, you can get even higher, but most people stick to the 60-foot range. You reduce the amount of lifts that you have to use. You can do most buildings without a lift. You reduce the amount of ladders you have to use. You may have to use a ladder occasionally, not with a pole. Don't pole off of a ladder, but you may need to get to some spots with the ladder. But and then you don't have to use any ropes. You don't have to rappel. With the waterfed pole, you're able to do some buildings that's the only means that there used to be. You would have to use a lift or rappel off the ledge. But now with the technology of the waterfed pole, you're able to do those buildings using it very safely. And also another benefit is time. You're able to do those buildings much quicker. If you ever used a lift before, you know how slow they are and how much care you have to give with them, putting plywood down so you don't tear up the grass and everything like that. It's very time consuming. With the waterfed pole, you don't have to worry about that. Another thing I found with the waterfed pole is you get better results. Because you're not using any soap, you're not leaving any soap residue along the edge of the frame, you're not leaving it on the frame, you're also cleaning the frame at the same time. So that's something that would require another step with traditional methods. You'd have to take a towel and wipe everything down. But with this, you clean it all at once, and I feel that you get better results using this. Now there is a learning curve to it, but hopefully with this show you can reduce that learning curve. Just like when you got a squeegee. You didn't pick up a squeegee and start cleaning windows perfectly with it right away. It took a little bit of time to get used to that. The waterfed pole is the same way. Just like with the squeegee, it's going to take some time to get used to it and to get really good results. But like the squeegee, once you learned how to fan with it, once you learned how to get really quick with it, aren't you glad that you did? Same way with the waterfed pole. I'm so glad that I got into this and learned how to use it, because my time savings and my profit margin have just went up drastically. I was able, last Saturday for instance, I did 2 houses. I charged between the 2 houses $941, and I didn't use a single ladder on any of those. They were, the tallest window was probably 3 stories up, but I was able to use my waterfed poles and kept my feet on the ground at all times, and I was able to do that in just a few hours. It wasn't a whole lot of work at all. And I feel I got better results using a waterfed pole than if I had used traditional methods like a squeegee and a strip washer too. So all around, it's something that I think you should get into, learn more about. But in future shows we'll be talking about what is pure water and how you can get it. We'll also be talking about property managers. A lot of these larger commercial buildings, it's not like you can just walk in and talk to the decision maker. They have property managers that handle that, and I'll go over a couple of things in how you can get in touch with those property managers. A couple of secrets I've learned, not only in waterfed pole, but also in the pressure washing industry. Some of the secrets I learned in that, but they cross over into the water-fed pole area as well. So I'll be more than happy to share some of those with you in some upcoming episodes. Another episode we'll have is how to select the right pole, how to look at a building and know how tall it is, know what kind of pole you need for it, know if you need a gooseneck for it. But basically the whole series is going to be anything water-fed pole. We'll cover all types of topics. And we have the next probably 5 or 6 episodes already laid out. But after that will be up for viewer request. So if there's something you want to have answered, you have a particular question, just put it on the forum or send an email to Chris or Alex, and we'll put a video up answering that. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And stay tuned. We'll have more posted up soon.